about period pieces. I'm not really a big fan of them. I don't know what it is. It's the doomed romance, costuming that's kind of just bland. Maybe the lack of color. I shouldn't really be shocked. But I'm just not a big fan of them, especially anything Jane Austen. Her stuff can go to somewhere else. But there has been one show that has captured my heart, and it looks like it's actually captured a lot of other people's because it's still in the top 10 of Netflix since December. Yeah, I'm talking about Brigerton. So, I guess what kind of captured me was that it's produced by the wonderful queen Shonda Rhimes, and you know, I am a fan of Shonda Rhimes. I just had to watch it, and watching the trailer, I was hooked. I was just so entranced. For something that seemed like a period piece, it felt very modern. So I was tuning in. When I realized it was released, I was watching. And I don't know what it was. I think it was like the colorblind casting, the bright costumes are so bright. Just the wistfulness of it. I was drawn in. And what made it even better is that I watched it with my best friend at the same time. Like we both discovered the show and now we're gonna watch it all the time. And then we're gonna tease each other with episodes so that we're watching it so we're fulfilling and we're talking and it's a lot. So in this video, I will be giving my general thoughts to the show, be discussing my favorite characters and moments, and then give some predictions for season 2. Let's get started. So basically what Brigerton's about, it surrounds the Brigerton family, and it's about 8 siblings, and they pretty much just find love during the Regency era in London, and it's during the summer or like the society months. So they're trying to just get themselves out to suitors essentially. Daphne, who is the oldest, and probably in my opinion looks like 18, 19, and she basically gets her official okay from the queen herself, who is a biracial woman. Okay, she's black. Okay. So basically she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. But then her older brother, Anthony, I don't know why I like saying it like that, Anthony basically fucks it all up and kind of lowers his own sister like social status as like as a wife. But yeah, so that's basically what's about. And Daphne creates this little hatched plan with Simon, who is a young duke, settling his dad's affairs because his dad recently died, and he's been made it apparent that he will not find a wife. Okay, he will not find a wife. It's not in him. He's not gonna do it. So basically, they come up with this plan that they're gonna pretend to court each other during the season so Daphne's status can go up and then all the moms can get off of Simon's back. They actually get into this love story, and then their faking becomes real, and then they get married, and then like Simon is just bitter because he literally was like, his dad, Simon is literally the epitome of daddy issues, and literally vowed that he will not have kids, period. What? You got a whole woman now. You got a whole woman. And like Daphne's mom, even though like Lady Brigerton, she's amazing, but she did not tell Daphne at all what sex was. And that's pretty much their whole love story. They fake a relation. Well, first they had that like love-hate dynamic. They love-hate each other, then they love each other. They got married, now they're fighting because the children is a deal breaker, and it's like, but if they don't get married, then they're gonna be like the social black sheep of the town. So it's like, what? This storyline was I liked it, but it was still very wishy-washy, and like one of the reasons why I don't watch period pieces. In the end, they live happily ever after. I mean, if you're into that, then it's definitely one to watch. And then for the other Brigerton siblings, there's Anthony, who is the oldest brother, like the oldest man, and he is taking over the reins because their dad died of a bee attack. Okay, and then he has his own thing with this one girl, Sienna, who's a opera singer, and he's just like, you know, you're not a lady or whatever. I don't know. That relationship was weird. And then basically she gets with someone else and then dumps his ass. Rightfully so. So now he's kind of like loveless. Then there's Benedict Brigerton, who is, I don't know, I think he's like the second oldest, and he's kind of messing around with his sexuality a little bit. It's kind of a little getting frisky. He getting frisky out here, and he befriends a painter And then he gets invited to a sex party. And then he catches said painter with a man. And the painter was like, and what about it? And he's just like, okay. So he gets it on with the British lady who's pretending to be French. And then another lady. They get into it. So like, yeah, he's just exploring his sexuality. Then there's Colin, who is the second to youngest, but like still kind of old. Like he's like 17, 18 or like 16. I don't know. But basically, he is best friends with Penelope, who's best friends with Eloise, his younger sister. Penelope has a crush on Colin, and Colin does not realize until it's too late. But he courts Marina, who's staying with Penelope's family because she's pregnant. But they do not know that until later in the season. Colin is kind of lost, and he's so lost, he decides to stay lost and leaves London, period, and just travel. So there's that. Then there's Eloise, who's pretty much the feminist of the whole family. I will be genuinely surprised if they do not make her gay or a gay character, because I honestly thought she was gay. I mean, I thought her and Penelope were gonna get together, but no, that is not the case. She's not gay, but she's very anti-marriage. Very anti-marriage. Get that away from me. That's Eloise. Plus, Eloise is funny. Like, all her lines are funny. Like, she's quippy. She's like, honestly, the most modern out of everyone. I know this show for a period piece is modern, but Eloise is like, if you literally pluck her and put her in 2020, 2021, she'll fit in. It's fine. And she smokes cigarettes. I mean, you shouldn't be smoking cigarettes, but like, she would be a hipster with the glasses. But she's woke, and she's trying to figure out the mystery of Lady Whistledown, who is its 1814 gossip girl, okay? She got all the tea, she knows what's going on, and she's spilling it for everybody, including the queen. But let's be real. The queen's life is so messed up, she has to look at a gossip column to get any enjoyment because her husband's suffering from dementia. It's kind of sad, but also this woman is invested. So that's what Eloise is doing. This whole season, she's trying to figure out who Lady Whistledown is. You know, if there's something bad going on, get her on the good side. Make Lady Whistledown notice what's going on. I'm not gonna spoil who it is, but it makes sense in the end when you watch it. And that's what she's doing. Then they got two younger siblings that I don't remember, but they're just running around like kids because they kids, you know. Yeah, so that's pretty much the Brigerton family. Then you have the Featherington family, who I mentioned before, Penelope. She's two other sisters that I really don't care about. And then there's Marina. Marina is technically their cousin, and she is also black as well. She pretty much comes to stay with them because she's pregnant, and no one knows that she's pregnant until like later. And she's waiting for this man who's at war, who turns out he died. He ain't coming back. But basically, Penelope is, you know, her only friend of Marina. But then Marina keeps getting all these suitors, while Penelope and her sisters don't get any. So there's that. But Penelope's not really too like, she don't care about those suitors. She just cares about Colin. And Colin likes Marina. Marina likes Colin only because for her baby. So a lot of drama here, a lot of drama. So there's that. And then Penelope, I don't know. Penelope's just really sweet. She's a really sweet girl, and there's not really much to her. Her and Eloise have this really cute friendship. I love that for them. Did I mention Simon has daddy issues? I think I mentioned that. Yeah, Simon has daddy issues, and well, let's not talk about Simon. Let's talk about his boxer friend, Will. Will is probably the most fine man in this whole show. Now Simon, I mean, he's attractive, you know, he's conventionally attractive, but Will, that man can get it, okay? And guess what? He already got it because he got a wife and a couple kids, okay? So, you know, he did what he gotta do, got his money, and left. Those are basically my general thoughts of Brigerton, and I don't know if you got a lot out of that because I don't really feel like doing a full in-depth, like I just want to get my general thoughts out there while it's still on my mind. And I'm not gonna lie, Brigerton has been on my mind since I watched it, so that would make sense. Now, we're moving on to my favorite characters and moments. I don't really have a favorite moment per se. I mean, any of the sex scenes, I dug. Enough said there. And now we're gonna talk about the OG, baller, best character out of this whole show, Lady Dunbury. Lady Dunbury came in with her cane, did the crip walk, and let everybody know who they were. And you know what? I loved every single second of it. Lady Dunbury was the best character. Okay, she was funny, she was sexy as rocking them hats and them pants and that cane that I think about all the time, okay? She came in, did a little talking, did a little scheming with Lady Brigerton to get their kids together, okay? She did what she had to do, and she basically raised Simon because his dumb ass father didn't want to do nothing, okay? We don't talk about Lady Dunbury enough, especially with that cane. Messed me up with that cane, okay? And she was just, oh, I just loved her so much, like. And plus you can just tell like she had standing, okay? She was probably one of the more darker skinned women in the show that was like with high standing, and people know not to mess with her. They knew not to mess with her. Oh my God. I loved her so much. She was so good smoking them cigarettes. Well, they look like cigars, honestly. But still, like, Lady Dunbury had this presence about her that she like saw authority, and she like, her place was there and you could not ignore her. And she was quippy and I loved her. Like, Lady Dunbury was the best character. Best character ever. Oh, she was so good. She was so good. So another character I liked too was Lady Whistledown, but obviously Lady Whistledown is a mix of two characters because then you have like the person who was it and then the person who's voicing it. Obviously it's like Gossip Girl. Kristen Bell was Gossip Girl. Basically, Julie Andrews was Lady Whistledown, and man, I don't think I've ever wanted her to say in my life, but she did. And you know, I loved every second of it. Julie Andrews commanded that microphone, okay? She read you from that paper, from that pamphlet. She read you, okay? And she did it flawlessly. And I know that woman is in her 70s and her 80s. She's getting old. I know she is. So for her to pull out that performance out her butt, I was here for it. I love that. So my predictions for season 2, what I predict that Daphne and Simon will be there with their, you know, with their lives and let them know what's going on. Will they have a baby? I think so. I think they'll have a baby. That's it for them. Eloise, I think Eloise will take the ground, okay? I think Eloise will take her search for Lady Whistledown to the extreme. I think she will find out it is who it is, and that dynamic will be rocked. I think Anthony will find love. I think he'll find love. I'm pretty optimistic. I think he'll find love with someone. Maybe it's another love-hate with some other woman. Maybe it's that blonde woman, that blonde chick who's in everybody's business. I wouldn't be surprised if it's her. I wouldn't be surprised. Any more predictions? I think their mom will find love. I think she'll find it in an unexpected place. I don't know where that place is, but I think she'll find it. I think she'll find it too. I think Colin will be the biggest bachelor just as much as Benedict. I think Penelope will just continue to be Eloise's best friend. There's a lot more for her. That sounds mean, but that's really going for her. I hope Marina just gets through life with her baby. I hope she gets through life with her baby. And that's it for this video. I hope you liked this video. I thought it's a pretty chill review, not too much. I would say if you're one for a period piece, a fun laugh, great costumes, modern violin music, to hear Billie Eilish and Ariana Grande in a violin song set in the 1800s, I think I did not need that, but it's great. So if you like that, I think the show is definitely for you. It's definitely a quick watch. You could watch it in a day if you really wanted to, and if you got like another friend who's into this, it'd be a really cool watching session. If you like the content of this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to be a part of the Grape gang, don't forget to hit that subscribe button where I post weekly videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.